some new news concerning boxing at its finest, at its worst, at its best. I'll let the chat load. I am on the road. Bars. Headed south of the border, people. Nah, just kidding. We got 2 on the chat. Hit that like button as you guys come in. Got 3 on the chat. You guys come in, you see that like button, hit that like button to notify others that we are live. And I want to talk about some boxing. You know, for some reason I can't get that fight out of my mind and how one-sided it was. And when I'm talking about the fight, I'm referring to the fight on the thumbnail between Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin. Now, we know they had one hell of a slugfest the first fight, but then the second fight was nothing like the first. And that bothers me. Nassim Islam counterpunched to you with that floating rib shot. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Nassim. Soul Alive, Kurt, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. What are your thoughts on Canelo Bivol potentially at a catchweight? Nassim, I don't like it, because if you're gonna have Bivol at a catchweight, why didn't you have Kovalev at a catchweight? You know what I mean? Because Kovalev wasn't in his prime. Kovalev wasn't young and fresh and sharp. You know, so no, I don't like it at all. I think Canelo should just fight fighters at the best of their ability. And you got 2 fighters fighting at the best of their ability to see who the best it really is. Those catch weights and all that type shit, man, I don't like any of that. Like, money is one thing, but when you start messing with someone's body and, you know, trying to make them weak and trying to, you know, I don't like none of that shit, man. I don't like that. You know, I mean, because if you take too much away trying to flex your A-side dominance, at what point do you say, okay, what's the point? I'm the A-side, so so I get all these concessions, making my fighter slower, making my fighter weaker. Like, what's the point? You know, people were like, and then see, here's the thing. Now, here's the counterpunch to Canelo. When you do all that type shit, talking about catch weights and all that, you give wide open counters for people to talk shit about you that you were in negotiations with. Now, what I mean by that is, if you're gonna make Bivol come to 170 and all that shit, at a catch weight, and you know, of a 168, you make this motherfucker come to 170. Then people on the plant side could say, you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about with Canelo and his bullshit? That's what we had to deal with. You see what I mean? So no, he shouldn't pull a catch weight bullshit in this. No, he should fight that man at 175 for his title. Just like he did Golovkin. You wanted to fight Golovkin at 160, Golovkin wasn't playing that shit, was he? No, guys, I am middleweight champion. I am middleweight. 160 is middleweight champion. That's middleweight limit. Hey Kurt, glad you went live. Was just thinking, I wonder if it hurts going live. Nah, I'm good, man. I feel really good. I took my second follow-up test today. I'm still positive for COVID-19. So I have to quarantine about 4 more days because it's 10 to 14. And this is actually, I was feeling shitty since Tuesday. So Tuesday to Tuesday, that's 7. Then Tuesday to Friday, that's 10. So this is actually the 10th day. You know, so I'm gonna test again in 4 more days. So Tyson, pull out Fury. When do you think Klitschko is coming back? Because you know he wants that Foreman record. Yeah, I would love for him to come back, man. It would be good to see Klitschko back. And you know the irony of Klitschko coming back? When the motherfucker was around, nobody really appreciated it. You know what I mean? I hated his style. I hated Klitschko. Vladimir's style? I hated Vladimir's style. That big, tall bastard. That big, tall, jabbing, grabbing bastard. You know what I mean? And he would beat you with that shit, too. You know? But Danny, I'm with you, though. I think that he will definitely come back. I hope he comes back. That would be good. You want to show a champion. I want to show true champion. If it's a challenge, I will go for the championship challenge. I want to be the oldest. I want to be great. So everyone can hear me from Las Vegas to Kiev, Ukraine. I had Joshua, I had him in my grasp, but I didn't do it. It wasn't good enough. Have you been vaccinated? No, I haven't been vaccinated. And you know, I talked to my doctor yesterday about that. And of course, I have to wait now because you have antibodies. Because I heard a friend say, well, hey, dude, you know, if you get vaccinated, then you have antibodies, then you kind of double, you know. That's not true. That's my doctor didn't say that. I mean, my doctor didn't think that was true. But you have to remember something, man. This shit's very new. This ain't like SARS. Any of you guys remember SARS? Oh shit! Fucking hell! Motherfucker! Look at this shit, guys. Look, I cannot make this up. You got shrapnel and shit all over the road. Damn! I fucking hit a tire, like a piece of a big ass tire. No shit. Hold on. Let me pull over. Let me pull over real quick. Cause that shit was wild. Nah. It was some shit like in the road. It was some shit on the road. Like, oh, that's that truck. I bet you it's that big ass truck. It was some 18-wheeler tires. Hold on a second. Let me see. Damn, I just got my car painted, man. Fuck. Hold on a second. I'm worried about my paint job. Yeah, everything's good. It's not like the light that I'm getting connected like sometime next week, whenever I can go back to my place. It knocked it down, so I'm gonna have to tie it back up under the bumper that I got installed. But no, it's it was a piece of you know how like 18-wheeler tires, you know how they rub off and they shred. Well, it's this big ass tire that just shredded all over the road. So I'm driving, and you know, it's people, you know, I'm headed towards Austin, but it's like I had nowhere to go. You know, I missed a little part of it, but I hit this big part of this rubber ass tire. Yo, greeting Kurt in the chat. Canelo is taking max money, but fighting a weak fighter, conning the public. Mighty Thor, he doesn't need to worry about catch weights and shit. Because if you try to weaken a person, it makes you look weak. It makes you look concerned, scared, all that shit. Thing is, Klitschko was a boring fighter, but when he used his talent and he was actually offensive, like the Pulev and AJ fight, I feel that's when we saw the true Vlad. Not saying we saw the best of Vlad. Yeah, I do agree on that. Because that, look, when he fought Joshua, that was one of the best fights of that year. That was one of the best fights of that year. T-Max, stop stealing D-style content, you Oreo. Who the fuck is D-style? And who the fuck are you calling Oreo, you cocksucker? Mike from Boston, you got COVID too. How many days have you got COVID? Hold on, let me get this cocksucker out of here. Oh shit, now we're running into traffic. Lucky AJ upset against Klitschko. Lucky AJ uppercut. That uppercut did come out of nowhere, though. I tell you, that shit just was like, the fight was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because AJ did start to come back because he started to recuperate. Now, I thought his ass was fucking refried, triple refried, cooked. That's what I thought. I thought AJ's ass was grass. Because I thought Klitschko was going to beat AJ. You know, I didn't predict AJ to beat Klitschko. That's number one. Because I was like, no fucking way somebody with 18 wins. 18 wins? Nah. He's not going to beat Klitschko. Not with all that, not with that arsenal. The fucking, all the experience that Klitschko got, the knockouts, the resume. The motherfucker stays in shape. He probably somewhere paddle surfing right now and shit. Knowing him. You know, in the gym right now or something. Him and Holyfield. Holyfield. We will need to train forever. Holyfield, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Shit, we can train. We can train. I don't have a problem with that because my mama said that, you know, you don't train, you gonna whoop my behind, whoop my butt. Let's see, did you think Fury was gonna beat Vlad? No, but then, like when Fury fought Vladimir Klitschko, it was almost like watching a guy that was carefully boxing and winning. The fight was boring and shit. I saw that fight. Matter of fact, me and my father saw that fight. Me and my dad used to watch a shitload of fights together. Like we seen classic fights. Like we seen the AJ Klitschko fight. We seen Klitschko Fury. We seen Foreman knock out Moore back in the day. We seen a lot of good fights. And it was, but then Tyson Fury, it wasn't really his performance. It was his showmanship. It was his promotional gift of gab that really got me. When he started singing at the end, my dad was like, who the hell is this guy? Look at him. He's singing his ass off. Look at this guy. Oh, hell. I ain't never seen nobody like that. You know what I mean? Because nobody done that before. Nobody just started a fucking concert. You know what I mean? Joshua had only boxed 44 pro rounds when he took on Vlad. That's why I didn't think he was gonna win. He just didn't have enough experience, especially when Vlad started hitting his ass with them sneaky ass right hands, and he didn't even see them bitches coming, and he started blocking them with his face. Never forget how Foreman KO'd LaCusta. Who the hell is LaCusta? Man, when people say AJ don't have good chin, go watch round 6 of AJ. Vlad, tell him how he doesn't have one. Shit. Man, Vladimir broke Joshua down, and I thought he was gonna knock Joshua out, and that was the round where he knocked down Vlad, and Vlad got up with a fucking busted eye, because he was cut, he got that thin ass skin, you know what I'm saying, and he got up and started fucking throwing uppercuts, like, and from weird ass angles. He caught him like 3 times, like boom, boom, boom. Fucking AJ was eating them bitches. I was like, damn, that motherfucker's about to get knocked out. And and sure as shit stinks, you know what I mean? No. It was a 5th round with AJ, right? Shit, I need to do a rewind live and go live with that. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool. In your opinion, who has the harder hitter, Sonny Liston or George Foreman? I think George Foreman. I think George Foreman was like the hardest, harder of a puncher. I think Sonny Liston had a better delivery and was an overall better fighter. George Foreman just hit harder. George Foreman was like the Deontay Wilder of that day, but he was more feared because he did something that nobody done. He took out Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier was undefeated. All those guys were. George Foreman was undefeated. Joe Frazier was undefeated when he came in there with George Foreman. And Muhammad Ali was undefeated when he came in there with Joe Frazier. When he fought Joe Frazier in 71, Muhammad Ali, despite being out of the ring for 3.5, 4 years, was still undefeated. But then he's been out of the ring 3.5, 4 years. So, that type shit. It is what it is. You think Crawford will KO Porter to go to decision? Tropicana. Let's get the fucking fight first. I'm not talking about any of that shit before these guys sign the dotted line. I don't want to waste my energy on talking about something that may not happen. Please, let's just get the fight handled first. Let's let Bob and WBO and Al Heyman and all these people, let's let these motherfuckers sign the dotted line, because Terrence Crawford needs a fight, man. All that wasted ass talent, then you pound for pound number 1 or number 2 or whatever, and then you can't fight nobody because you ran across Al Heyman and his bullshit fighters and his whole weight division. He got the whole fucking thing sold up, and he played God down there at 147. That's all he's really doing. He's like a fucking Fidel Castro of the welterweight division. So, Terrence Crawford needs a fight, man. Let's let the WBO, I'm glad they did that, but is it enough? And if it ain't enough, I don't know what to tell you. So I'm not even gonna speak on that shit right now until they sign the dotted line. Let's get the fight called. Let's make it official. Then I can start pouring energy into that. I'll make so many Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter fucking videos you get sick of hearing about them. Maybe you won't, because I'll cover it to the fucking team. That's why I do something like Terrence and Sean and Keith. I do that maybe a couple times a week. But then it's like, okay, who has Keith Thurman fought? Like lately? That motherfucker ain't fought in 2 years. Who has he fought? But like, who is he going to fight? Vlad couldn't finish Joshua because Joshua was slipping his punches a little bit after he got knocked down. He should have took Joshua's ass out. Around 7, around 8, he had full fuck dragging him to 8, 9, 10. No, he should have knocked Joshua ass out. He should have took him out. That game plan was off. You know, he should have adjusted his game plan. Fuck drag him into deep waters and all that shit. That's what people's problem is. It's like Tony Bellew tried to pull that shit with Alexander Usyk, and he got knocked the fuck out. Talking about, I want to take him to a deep place. I don't know about all that shit. No, don't know about that. Deep place situation. D. Hodges. What up, Counterpunch in the chat? LDBC salute. Counterpunch to you, bro. Jaguar, Kurt, if there's a catch weight with Canelo and Bivol, what weight do you think is reasonable? 173. I think if it's going to be a catch weight, it should be more in favor of Bivol than fucking Canelo. So it shouldn't be at 170. It should be at 173. Fuck. Make it fair. 172 and a half. You know what I'm saying? Or, yeah. That's good enough. Vlad got his neck stretched. You ain't lying. That shit came out of nowhere. Keith, once upon a time, Thurman. Deep place for Usyk. I think maybe Klitschko took his foot off the pedal after he put AJ down and let Joshua have a breathe and come back in the fight. Well, if he took his foot off or not, he shouldn't have. I bet you regret that shit now. You know, I mean, and it just shows you though, like the type of, like Vlad retired, man. Vlad retired. You know? Bivol weight drain to face Canelo. Yeah, I don't like that shit, Bond. Nothing in the universe could touch Frazier like Foreman. Nothing on this planet did. But fucking Foreman. Shit, Foreman just pulverized him. Like a big ass tough dude against a little short tough dude. And the big old tough dude won. That shit was funny. Yeah, man. He was slapping Foreman all over the place. He knocked him down, I think, 7 times. 5 or 7. Shit was crazy. Nico the best. Do you think Marcus Brown can get the belt after humbling from Pascal? I'm pretty sure, you know, somewhere, but like, where's he fighting at? Ain't that at 175? I'm not sure. I think like hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Kurt was. Oh, come on, Marcus Brown. I don't know, Marcus Brown. You know, I know he fought a guy named Hot Rod, and I always thought that Hot Rod beat Marcus Brown, and it was a close fight, but they gave it to Marcus Brown, and I was like, okay, this shit has politics written all over. I got a slight suspicion. Wait, hold on a second. I got a slight suspicion that Pac-Man is going to get a lot of Folks angry. Why do you think he's going to get a lot of folks angry? Why is that? Focus on the road. No, I'm almost to where I'm at. So I'm almost to my second quarantine spot. Kurt, your widescreen is pixelated too. It's good on my end. Oh, what's wrong with you guys? That's right, Diamond member, baby. Damn right. Yorkie Elliott, what do you think of the new Bridgerweight class being brought in by the WBC, and do you think it should have happened sooner because the heavyweights are big these days? Yorkie Elliott, I don't think it ever should have been created, and I think the only reason it is created, it wasn't for the fighters at all. It was to line the pockets of the WBC. The more belts, the more sanctioning fees. The more sanctioning fees, the more money. You remember Leonard Ellerbe angry after Pascal beat Badu Jack after a close fight. Well, I mean, he should have been. That was his fighter, right? Fucking Badu Jack, that's the PBC man. Jim Brown, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. The senator shoots 3 bullets in 1 barrel. Big up, Kurt. Does your wristband have a story to it? Which one? You talking about this one here? Oh, man, this is just, I got this shit from a yogurt place, man. Yeah, it's just a yogurt place, and I just like to rock it and shit. We got it eating ice cream and shit one day. Just wear it. So, they would start giving them out. It's like this little Italian place down in Austin. So, pretty much that's it. That's the story. Fury's dad might take Deontay to court. What do you think, bro? Is there any truth to that, Chris? Is there any truth to that shit? I mean, that would be cool if that happened. Because, I mean, about time somebody on that side has decided to show some balls on video, bro. Which, show me, Chris, do you have Instagram? If you have Instagram, send me a link. I'll do a video on it. Yeah. Another 4 days, Frankie. Hold on a second. We'll try, moment. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. Be right back. Don't know Instagram. Kurt saw it here. Okay, let's see. You couldn't send like the link to me on Instagram? You couldn't find me on Instagram? It's DeVille Kurt. It's just backwards. Okay, I would like to see the following fights. Kurt, apparently that is what John Fury has initiated, that if Wilder does not show proof by the first presser, then they are taking him to court. Okay, well, Bond, somebody send me this. Send me the link. Quick visit in, Kurt. Glad to see you on out and about. Please keep safe, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, where did you see it at? Kurt, are you going to be working on Black Panther 2? No, I will not be, because the guy that I'm doubling is dead. He died in the first one, unfortunately. Have you been following the boxing at the Olympics, and are there any good prospects? Not like I want to. Not long, got in from the hairdressers, and I'm tired. Well, you're probably still looking hot, so, you know, all hair all bumped. Now all you need is the rest. Have you been following? All right. It's on Sporting Icons channel. Okay. I'll definitely take a look at it, because that's interesting, because like, you need stuff like that to stop people from talking shit. In fact, let me tell you guys a story. Do you know the whole thing about Pacquiao? Do you know who started the Pacquiao steroid rumors? Do you know who very first did it? It was Floyd Mayweather Sr. He was the very first guy that mentioned anything about Pac-Man juicing. And what he did was, when Pacquiao knocked out Ricky Hatton, you guys know that Mayweather Sr. was training Ricky Hatton. You know, so he had high expectations as being one of the top trainers of back in the day. You know, and this is really before Freddie Roach really got bad as far as his Parkinson's and stuff like that. So he was kind of a runner-up to get that slot as like one of the top trainers. So since it was like one of the top trainers, it was he was embarrassed because Ricky Hatton got knocked out cold by Pacquiao. And then after that, Mayweather was like, hey, I think he's on something. I think he's juicing, and I think I know what he's on, stuff like that. And then he told his son that, because then people start talking up the whole idea of Floyd fighting Manny. And then that is what happened. Then Manny took it and ran with it. I mean, Floyd took it and ran with it. Yeah, John Fury is on Sporting Icons channel threatening legal action. Yeah, now that's big. That's big. He should. Yeah, I can't wait to look at that. Because that type of stuff there, it's needed. Because Floyd talked about Pacquiao for years. I mean, maybe about 2 to 3 years, until Team Pacquiao was like, look, we're going to sue you. We're taking you to court. And then Floyd went from, I know he taking them Pac-Man pellets, Manny Pacquiao, I know he taking them pellets, but we gonna drug test him though. We gonna make sure that he ain't gonna cheat on me. Right? He went from that to, I never said Manny Pacquiao was taking anything. I never said he. Yes, you did, motherfucker. You did too. That's all you can talk about. He went from a 7 hat to an 8 hat, and that's a fitted hat. You ain't guys ain't noticed that this guy's head grew? It just grew. Shane Mosley can't knock Cotto down, but he can. Come on, man. Make this make sense. The legal action will kill the fight. No, it won't. No, not at all. But if it did, they should have been done it. And if that was the case, that was the dumbest shit. They should have done that before. Then Fury would have been fighting Joshua, right? It's the stupidest shit I ever seen. If that's the case, you know. But I don't know, man. Whatever, dude. Whatever. That's all I can say. But I don't think so. But if that's the case, I mean, Tyson Fury should have been doing it. And if that's the case, if they decide to take legal action now and that stops this whole fight, that means they should have been doing that on negotiations with Joshua. That would have stopped it because, hey, no, I've taken Team Wilder to court for defamation of character. He could have done that shit last year. He could have done that last year. So that shows me, if that's what he could have done to get out of the fucking Wilder fight, that tells me that he didn't want to fight Joshua. That's all that means. That's a troubleshoot. That's an easy way to figure that out. Hook, line, and sinker. He didn't want that Joshua fight. That's why you heard the same guy that you guys claim that's saying legal action. He said that about Joshua. No, I think that I really think that Tyson Fury needs a tune-up. That's why he wanted that. Because he was afraid Joshua will go in there and knock his ass out, and then what they'll do, they'll blame it on the tune-up. So they were already getting their shit together. Because, see, nobody knew that arbitration was going to come. See, Deontay saved their ass. See, Deontay's the savior. People don't understand that. Deontay's the savior because Deontay is the guy that got Tyson Fury out of a spot that maybe he wasn't ready for. He might not have been ready for that fight. Definitely his father didn't think he was. And then really Tyson Fury kind of let the cat out of the bag. See, guys and people that are a lot better get beat by people that are a lot less in competition due to ring rust. I'm like, well, damn, who are you talking about? Yourself? Are COVID isolation rules different over there, Kurt? In the UK, it's 10 days in your house. Well, this is the 10th day. So no, you just have to be away from everyone you know by yourself. You don't have to necessarily be in your house, but you know, but I actually drove closer to my apartment. Michael Fuller, Fury lied. Congratulations.
Oh, not me.
Oh, okay.
Someone else, thankfully.
Wow, is it different? Wow, it's different here. Not even supposed to be to go to shops. No, I'm good. I'm back. No, I got a call in like a whatchamacallit, Tropicana. Tropicana with that could have been stopped by the popo. Yo, Kurt, you must change that Taco Bell Wi-Fi connection, bro. Nah, I got a call. So I got like a video chat call. So no, it's not you, Nikki. It's all good. Andre, Nikki, it's all good. I'm back. I'm back. Well, he frozen in Wales. Michael Fuller, how so? Okay, can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Mighty Thor, 456. You on that green screen, bro. I can hear you, but you're stuck. Looks like you are back. Oh, that's weird. You know what, guys? I'm going to check in. I'm going to go live again on their Wi-Fi. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to check out this John Fury interview and counterpunch that. And then I'll be back to you guys on some different Wi-Fi frequency. Because it seems like I only have like 2 bars. So I will adjourn. You said 1, 2, 3. I said 4, 5. Got you. Got you. Get another video call. You are pixelated. Okay. Well, I'm going to jump off of here, then I will come back. So we'll do like a volume 2 today. Until then, you guys been Counterpunch, and see you in a second. Peace!